We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Leading the 49ers, head coach Kyle Shanahan. These guys coming off back-to-back losses. Facing off with him, the head coach of the Cowboys. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Brandon Aubrey has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And we're off in Arlington. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Now maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. From the gun is Purdy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 3rd down, Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Cowboys going with a dime package now. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Ayuk makes the catch. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st down. It's a gain of 20. And a 49er 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opponent Defense, no, it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Purdy going to look to run. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense is ready.
At the 28-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. A give left side to McCaffrey. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Kittle makes the catch. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
McCaffrey can't reach the end zone. He is stopped, and we've got a penalty flag down as well. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. They've made it to 1st and goal on their opening drive, hoping to start this game with 6. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Here's McCaffrey again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
3rd and goal, Purdy. He'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
With how well they were eating up yards and 1st downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this 2nd-year passer.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400, and he was still driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good bit over 400 yards. With this mindset, that's the minimum bar for him to attack this week.
At the 33-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They're throwing it. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Oh my, low kick and short. He completely mishit this one. And it takes a bounce that sends it across the sideline. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 45. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And it sure looks clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo, while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
Purdy setting up that play action. Complete out to the right. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. They put a receiver in motion right. 1st down, Purdy to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Purdy to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. Trying to plow ahead for the 1st. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from the certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Airing it out to start this drive. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Brought down by Fred Warner. That's the end of our opening quarter. Our score, 6-0. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They start with 2nd and 6. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd down, looking for options. Hits him on the in route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Sticking to the air here. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Blue. Can't run past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Back on 2nd and goal. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Cowboys tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll take the lead.
Cowboys 7, 49ers 6. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They send the tight end in motion left. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Well, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
To the air on 3rd and long. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's his man. It's the Michigan rookie. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll go play action. Hopkins holding up. They're able to drop it. sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he'll be taken down after advancing this to the 37.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Gonna let this one fly. He's got it at the 30! And they're gonna stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 37 on the play. And that's good for a Downs first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. The 3rd down run with Blue. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. 1st and goal. Here's Williams. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Bloom does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys blow their lead just before halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys grow their lead to 8.
14, 49ers 6. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Purdy on first down. It's Kittle over the middle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
2 yards. And the 49er first down.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Second and 7.
On the gun is Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got the hook to Watkins. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up on first and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Carlson's kick is good, and that gets them back within 5.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half, and that field goal, and it gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. Hits him on the out route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the third quarter. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys push the lead up to 12.
21, 49ers 9.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. First down, Purdy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. They can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Cowboys ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this. They're going to throw for it on 4. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. The 49ers find themselves at a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Purdy. He's in the clear. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
A 6-yard pickup.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. To throw. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Jukes a man. He's running free. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down throw by Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 at the 20-yard line.
They stick with McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Purdy to throw. Has it in close. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. George Kittle, the touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers trim the deficit down to 5.
49ers 16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Turpin with a return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We'll hear from the pistol. He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. And he will get this inside the 30.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
10 at the 29-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Williams now on 1st and 10. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So here come the 49ers on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It's a pickup of 6.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Purdy on the play action. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. So we'll read the gift to McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Makes the catch. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. He comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Straight ahead. Here's Brooks. And he gets this forward to the 19. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Now, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling, because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or 2, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
Now it's McCaffrey. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Play action now. Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Purdy will sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from the sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. But defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line, man. Were they ever ready for it? Tremendous push inside and kept them from reaching the chains.
The middle, blue. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Setting up to throw. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
He's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. And with that last throw, a memorable one for him because it gets him to the 3,000-yard plateau for the year. It's a mark every quarterback tries and honestly expects to hit over the course of a regular season. All set now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Complete out to the right side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. New set of downs from the 37. Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Fred Warner.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
1st and 10 from the 32. From the gun is Purdy. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
He's back to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Looking right, and he finds him. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great win.
Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's a 2-score game. Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Here's the backup. First throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Working fast as that clock ticks down. Throwing it again here. Get some space around midfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
First down, 49ers.
He's going to throw it again. And finds Ayuk, complete. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
2nd down, looking for options. Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
3 yards. That's another 49er first down.
They are throwing it again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Sticking to the air here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On first down, they'll run. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 30.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.